Well, an LIC is a collection of investments in other companies, and they are constantly valued by the market, of course. And so you get an NTA, a net tangible asset value, for the underlying investments of the listed investment company. So you've got the NTA, which is a particular price, whatever that might be, which is all of the components, all the things I've invested in, today's value of that. And you've got the price of the LIC itself. And they're not always the same because there is a fixed number of shares that the LIC has issued. And so the price of those shares tends to be set not necessarily by the NTA, but by the demand and supply for those shares. So if there's a lot of demand, a lot of people want to buy it, then the price will tend to go up. And likewise, if there's not much demand, no one wants it, price goes down. So that'll trade at a discount to the NTA. It isn't necessarily the case that it's a good idea to buy at a discount. Just because you're buying $1 for 80 cents, that's no good if the price of that dollar goes down to 70 cents, which is sometimes what happens. Sometimes these LICs trade at a discount for a good reason. So it isn't always the case that it's a good idea to buy an LIC at a discount. Sometimes also, even though an LIC is trading at a premium, that is a good idea because it goes to more of a premium. It is the case, as you suggested, that large LICs do tend to trade close to their NTA because they're almost like exchange-traded funds. They're almost index funds because they're so large, they tend to closely match or come close to matching the index. And so, and the demand for the shares tends to be quite steady. So you tend to find that outfits like AFIC and Argo and so on, they tend to trade closer to the NTA. Smaller LICs, where people don't trust them or don't like them, they can often be at a discount, and some of the really kind of hot ones sometimes go to a substantial premium. So look, if something is at a premium, you'd want to be careful. You'd want to know what's going on and why it's at a premium, and is it possibly going to go back to par or the same value as the NTA? And likewise with a significant discount, you need to be careful of those as well.